Hello, Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings everyone. It's me Sabina with my module for parts 1 and 2 initiative updates for the World Pulse Changemaker Lab Programme 2022. I am in a lot of pain today, so please forgive me if I make some wincing expressions, or there are wincing expressions on my face. I'd like to start with lessons 1, 2 and 3. They were all presented by Anna, but lesson 1 highlighted tying tactics to your goals and points of intervention and direct action, with the subheadings of points of production, points of destruction, points of consumption and points of decisions. I particularly enjoyed learning about Gene Sharp's direct action method, and this included non-violent protest and persuasion, non-cooperation and non-violent. In my story of failure and persuasion, I used the non-violent protest and persuasion methods talked about in Gene Sharp's theory, and I persuaded an American lady and her friends to support fair trade and purchase fair trade products. Lesson 3 addressed failure, setbacks and opposition. Anna talked about what emotions and behaviours can failure trigger. She also talked about to understand the reasons behind failure, and she introduced Amy Edmondson's research about preventable failure and dealing with opposition, identifying your opponents and recognise their tactics. I found the deal aspect the most important area for my work and know when to negotiate. Thank you so much, Anna, for all these lessons. Lesson 4. This video was presented by Dawn and it was titled Community Building Initiative. Dawn presented a real-life example of an initiative from her community. The vision was to improve public schooling options of elementary students in her neighbourhood. I loved her example of the dress-up brigade. I loved Dawn's example of the dress-up brigade, which she had organised. I thoroughly enjoyed this session. Dawn is a natural storyteller, her voice was very calm and the entire video made sense. Dawn used a quote from the lady who had opened her school in her neighbourhood, and here is the quote. "We organised a grassroots efforts with other parents to open this school, and as they say, it really does take a village." Thanks a lot, Dawn, and I really appreciate your time. Lesson 5. Lesson 5. This video was presented by Kirti and the session was titled Applying Building Blocks. Kirti used her own initiative, Sahas, as an example. Kirti's vision was to enable access to legal, medical, emergency and shelter support for survivors of gender-based violence. I have the utmost respect for Kirti and thoroughly enjoyed learning about her journey to develop and code an application for Sahas. Thank you so much, Kirti. Lots of love for you and Sahas. Finally, I never thought I'd get this far in the Changemaker programme. My health has been a huge concern throughout. My right shoulder has been very painful, but I've summoned the courage today to record this video, but I'm determined to complete the programme. For this update, we had to talk about a failure that we had encountered or experienced in our journeys. Today I'm going to talk about an experience that I had in Dubai with the American Ladies Association, and it does have a silver lining. So it's not negative, it's a negative that was overturned into a positive. So I'll set the scene. The scene is me and two women from the American Ladies Association Dubai. We met in a cafe in the Mall of the Emirates, and this is a couple of years ago, before the pandemic, of course. And I arrived with wearing a veil, and the two ladies were already there sitting waiting for me. So I introduced myself and asked if they'd like some refreshments. I ordered tea and coffees and cake. I had just sat down, and the lady sitting in front of me decided to vent her frustrations and anger at me and accused me of killing over 3,000 people on 9/11. She continued to be aggressive, rude, and she's told me that she'd been to an event with Emirati women and the women had ignored her, not spoken to her, and she felt very frustrated. And then she continued her tirade by saying that all Muslim women were oppressed, we were subjugated, we were illiterate, we didn't know how to speak English, we weren't qualified enough, we weren't articulate enough to convey we weren't articulate enough to express how we felt. And I let her speak, and I listened very patiently to this lady, and I let her continue to vent her frustration, her anger towards me. Her friend who sat next to her did not say a word. Once she'd finished, I asked her to drink her coffee, and I said, I'm really sorry that you went to an event where you felt that you were being ignored and the ladies didn't interact with you, but I can assure you the ladies in my social circle, they are all professional, they are all qualified, their command of English is excellent, and they would be happy to have conversations with you about Islam, Muslims, and Muslim women working in their respective fields. And I think I managed to diffuse the situation. Her demeanour changed completely once I'd spoken to her, and I felt that I'd completely changed her opinion of Muslim women, and I felt happy enough to then invite her back to my apartment the following week to view my fair trade products. And I then told her that she would always be welcome, and if she had any questions about Muslim women, she shouldn't hesitate and contact me, and I'd try and answer her questions to the best of my ability and knowledge. And I just want to say that the following week, a group of ladies from the American Women's Association Dubai came to my apartment. I entertained them, provided them with refreshments, and they bought fair trade products. So I'd like to say that I diffused a very uncomfortable and prickly situation, and I feel that I achieved something good and something positive. And I think they went away thinking, okay, we had a completely distorted opinion of Muslim women, and I hope that they went away and thought, okay, Sabina's not in that category, and hopefully we can meet other Muslim educated, qualified professionals. So yes, that's my story of failure, which I diffused very quickly and turned into a positive for my social enterprise, the little fair trade shop. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry if I've waffled on a bit, but I think it was really important to share this story with people who are struggling, especially Muslim women who are struggling in their businesses, not to take things personally and to have a lot of thick skin. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to recording another video, another update for you very soon. Take care, bye for now. Wa alaikum assalam.